The beautiful thing about mules compared to horses is when they walk, they can see their back feet. You see, like if I go right down here, Jenny, oh, she's not looking at me. Yeah, there she is. See, she can see her feet really easy. Yeah. And so that's the difference between mules and horses and why that they're more trustworthy on uneven terrain and stuff like that. But this video isn't about mules. It's about head flagging. When we head flag, all right, we are trained as children to not trust ourselves. We are trained to blame our feelings on others. Okay, and so head flagging is a technique I developed. Sorry, here, let me get you set up. Is a technique I developed to purify my own mind. You know, is that when I have a less than good thought, anything that if I'm not happy inside, I head flag myself. What is wrong with me? Well, I can go into the language areas, I can go into my behavior areas, and so, you know, if I have anything, you know, the video before this, I told you how to separate language. Well, if your classes are mixed up, you know, if ManTime objects are overriding EarthTime objects, you know, you have no class and it confuses your cells. We're from Earth, we can't live a lie anymore. Okay, so you gotta, you know, run your language. If it's the word parrot that made you feel bad, but then, you know, there's all those things that, you know, as kids, you know, a lie is like a cockroach. You know, it's like you find one, find a bunch. Well, we're taught to lie to ourselves as children. You know, it's like starting with Santa Claus. All right, life is about living precise. All right, and so if you go and that's your goal is to be the best life you can be on this earth, you know, the best cell, you know, representing every cell of your body, be a cell of mankind, a cell in the body of all life of earth. You can see it electromechanically. All right, this is, if we're all humanity, I want, you know, I'm healthy. If everybody's a healthy cell in my body, I'm a good guy. Yeah, I'm happy. You know, and that I don't have to head flag myself. But what happens with humanity is that I got cancer in me because a bunch of people are living for the dead instead of the cells to come. My cells are being made all the time. That's why all cells live, to live for the cells to come. All right, and so what happens with us, it's just a recorded history side effect. There are many others, but this is like the window side effect into all the other ones, is that with recorded language or recorded history, we are programmed to emotionally grunt from 2015 and live for the dead instead of be from Earth and live to leave the world better. All right, now going back to the video, head flagging. All right, and so that's the other perspective, that for some reason maybe you're conducted by money, and for some reason you had to breach your integrity in your job, and so those are head flags that you always got to throw yourself. It's so easy to lie to ourselves because we're taught to do it as children. All right, but you gotta go to the honest side. And so if you have a less than good thought, it's because of your own internal processing, and you have to blame yourself. I blame me if I feel, but I mean, you know, it's like, what's the hardest thing to do? Is to relax. All right, no matter, I'll tell you, always ask yourself, what's the hardest thing to do? And you'll still forget, is to relax, because our minds get like a clenched fist. All right, and so that is an induction of energy. If you're looking at it electromechanically, your energy is inducted, and it's not processing properly. All right, we're looking at really electromechanical way of your body. So if you have a less than good thought, that your mind is kind of fisted, and you're blaming others for your less than good feelings. Whereas if you turn the mirror on yourself, you go, oh, yeah, it's a side effect of recorded history. Oh, currency is misused, and I'm being a pawn in somebody else's game. I mean, when it's like, that's why that they have all these technological generated entities. Wall Street, we got a bunch of criminals hiding behind names so they can't get arrested stealing money. It's no different than the pharmaceuticals and stuff. I mean, I'm not blaming them. We're born into a broken species. No fault of the living. We are unaware of recorded history side effects. So when you throw those head flags on yourself, you want the only thing that we have. I'll leave it with this, and this is probably the most important thing I could ever tell you. All right, the only thing that we can own, or even have a chance of owning, is how we feel, inside. All right, in this short life. I can't, I could say I own this, but that I own this. Okay, fine. But I mean, it's not like this. My feelings and how I feel about myself and my, how I spent my life here. Hi, Jenny. Where are you going? Bye, Jenny. She's playing hard to get again. All right, so once again, the last thing, head flagging. You gotta throw head flags on yourself. See, Jenny knows she's teasing me and she wanted me to chase her and I'd go, Jenny, are you okay? Are you okay? And so, but I threw a head flag on myself because I didn't want to go chase her because that would make it worse. So she'll be back. Everything's okay. And so, that head flagging on yourself. It's like, whoa, calm down. What's the hardest thing to do? It's to relax. What's the only thing we have a chance of owning is our feelings. All right? With man and earth objects, you can class language, you can class the objects, and you know what to be and to conduct. This is not hard. It's simple. All right? But you've got to own your feelings. And head flagging is a method of doing it. All right, friends. I love you. Hey, man, we got a lot of work to do. We're born into a broken species. No fault of the living. Let's fix it. Bye-bye now.